Welcome everybody, this is Lori Kearney and we will be doing a 1-hour gentle yoga class. And for this class, if you have a towel or a blanket to sit on, that would be helpful. And if you have blocks or something that you can use as a block instead, that would be great as well. Today's class is going to be a lot about flowing, open up our hearts, and just being here and now in the present moment. As always, with every yoga class, this is your class. I am guiding you on this gentle class. But if you want to go more gentle, or if you want to take it more fitness, that is up to you. This is your 60 minutes. You have nothing else to do but just take care of yourself and fill your own cup. So we're starting on our bottoms here. And your legs can be crossed if you want, or they can be one in front of each other, whatever feels comfortable in your body. Sometimes I like to actually take the flesh out from underneath, so you're sitting right on your sits bones. Spine is nice and tall, and just bring your hands onto your knees, palms up to receive, and close your eyes here. And just start to notice your breath. You don't need to alter it. But just notice the rise and the fall of the belly. If it's helpful, you can put one hand on your chest and one hand on your belly. Our body just breathes itself. So often we take that for granted. We all woke up this morning. We all are breathing. Yoga helps us to tune in, to be more mindful, to let go of all of those crazy thoughts that come in our mind, to be here and now. When we practice mindfulness, research states we are more happy. We're at peace. We're not as overwhelmed. It stops stress in its tracks. The practice of yoga helps us train our brain to do this. And I teach this class with a quiet background. Because of the gentle yoga, we have some people who are hard of hearing. If you would like to have any sound in your background, I invite you to turn something that's soothing on for you, what you prefer in your own yoga class. Now, as we focus on our breath, I want you to send your breath up towards your forehead, relaxing the crown of your head, relaxing that space between the eyebrows. Relax your eyes, your cheeks, your jaw. Take the tip of your tongue and just put it behind your front teeth. Open your mouth slightly to relax that jaw. Relax the ears and your neck. Send your breath to your shoulders. Imagine, just like it is outside of Minnesota, we have snow and ice, and it's just melting away as you breathe. Send the breath to your upper back and your lower back, and your chest and your abdominals. Relax your arms, your elbows, your wrists, your hands, your fingers. Relax your hips, your pelvic bowl, your legs, your knees, your shins, your calves. Relax your ankles, your feet and your toes. And just feel your entire body relaxed and at peace. Scanning the body is my favorite mindfulness exercise. When I am trying to fall asleep and my mind is wanting to do many other things, I like to lay in bed and just feel sending the breath to different areas, being one with my body, being present, being at peace. We're We're going to start to deepen the breath now. So together, exhale the air out from your lungs, out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale through the mouth. One more time, just like that. Inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale. Now seal the mouth as you take an inhale through the nose and exhale through the nose. Continue with these nice, long, rhythmic breaths. This is called an Ujjayi pranayama breath that creates heat within our body. So at any time you feel overheated, open up your mouth and let that heat flow out. In yoga, it's helpful to listen to your breath as you practice. It helps us to kind of do something, give ourselves a job. Now bring your hands to your sides and flowing with our breath here. Inhale, bring the hands overhead. And then exhale, let the hands float down. Inhale, hands float up. Exhale, hands float down. Add the gaze with it. Inhale, hands and head go up. Exhale, chin comes down, hands go down. One more time, inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, bring the hands up. Bring your palms together and exhale the palms to heart center. Press your hands against each other. Thumbs are against the chest. Pump up the chest, leading with the heart here. If you would like to set an intention for today's class, you can do so now. Otherwise, I'll just offer up the intention of breath, mindfulness, love, self-compassion, whatever speaks to you. Think of that intention in your mind and inhale through the nose. Open mouth, exhale, send it out. Now sealing the lips again with a big inhale and exhale. Now interlace your fingers, bring your elbows up towards your head, and now bring your hands towards the front, curving your back. Inhale, bring your palms up towards the sky, gaze goes up, reach through the spine, and exhale, release the hands down. The fingers are behind your back. Inhale, shoulder blades together, chest is proud. Exhale, lowering down. Option 2 here. Inhale, lift your hips up, gaze goes back. Exhale, down. Now just swap your feet out the other direction if you have it there. Readjust on your blanket or your towel. And inhale up. Bring your palms together. Lower the hands to heart center. Inhale, bring the hands together, interlacing them. And exhale, push your palms away from you. Curl your back, belly button towards the spine. Inhale, reach your hands up. Lengthen all the way to the spine, to the arms. And exhale, coming down. 2 options here. Option 1, bring your shoulder blades together. Chest is out, head is up. Exhale, coming down. You can do that again. Or lift your hips. Bring the hips up, chest is up, head goes back. Exhale, lowering back down. Inhale up. Exhale, bring your right hand to the ground. Left hand is over with the breath. Inhale up. Exhale over. Keep both hips down. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale over. Inhale, both hands up. Exhale, left hand down, right hand over. Inhale, let the breath help lift up your arm. And exhale, lean over, stretching through the side body. One more time. Inhale to lift. Exhale and over. Inhale, bring both hands up. We're going to come into a steeple grip. So I kind of think of it as Charlie's Angels as well. Remember the angels, Charlie's Angels? Well, you have your pointer fingers up, your thumbs are crossed, and then your fingers are interlaced. So inhale, nice tall spine, and then we're going to lean to the right side here. You can bend that right arm, open up the chest, look underneath that left arm, stretching even more with that left body. Inhale up. Exhale to the other side. This time the left arm is bent. We're pushing that right arm down. Open up, look underneath your arm. Can you keep your palms together here? Inhale up. One more set here. Exhale, coming over to the right side. Keep that left hip grounded. Left shoulder opens up. Do what your body wants it to do. Inhale up. Yoga is not about pain and gain. It's about listening to the body. So going over to the left side now. Feeling that stretch all the way from the fingers on the right side down to your right hip. Maybe even your legs are feeling it. Inhale, coming up. Bring your palms together and exhale the heart center. Coming into some cat-cow, bringing your hands onto your knees. Inhale up. And exhale for cat. Round your spine. Belly button goes towards the spine. Inhale, cow pose. Shoulder blades together. Chest comes out. Gaze is up. Exhale for cat. Make this as big as you can here. Shoulder blades are spread apart. Inhale for cow pose. Shoulder blades squeeze together. Last time here. Exhale for cat pose. And inhale for cow. Coming back to neutral spine. Inhale the hands up. Coming back to that steeple grip. Coming into a cat-cow circle. So we're basically going to be drawing a circle on the ceiling with our pointer fingers. So coming back into cat and just rotating your spine around in circles here. And I invite you all to close your eyes here and just tune into what your spine wants you to do. Maybe your palms can stay together here. And once you've gone about 4 or 5 circles in one direction, you can go 4 or 5 circles in the opposite direction. So just rotating in the opposite way. In some countries, when you go to the doctor, they look at your spine and they tell you how old your spine is. And so some people might be 20 and they have a 70-year-old spine because they sit all day and they don't do these stretches. And others can be 70 and they have a spine that's flexible like a 20-year-old. These are just movements we don't do in the day that often. And now bring your palms together and exhale the heart center. Now bring your legs out wide and do what feels comfortable to you. We're going to be eventually coming forward. So if it feels too uncomfortable to be too far out, bring the legs forward just a little bit more. If you have a block, just keep it next to you. We may be using that when you come down. So to start, we're going to be doing some neck exercises. So just bring your hands onto your knees or to your legs, anywhere that feels comfortable. Spine is nice and tall here. Again, we have Uddiyana Bandha, which means the belly button is going towards the spine, so the pelvic is turned up. Feet are flexed here. Inhale, and then exhale, bring the right ear towards your right shoulder. You can stay here. Always listen to your body with what it needs. Or maybe the left hand is tented out on your leg, or maybe it goes behind your leg. So you can feel a little bit extra stretch. Another option, the right hand can go on top of the head, and we're not really pressing that hard. It's just more of an extra weight. And breathe here. Send the breath to the left side of your neck. Release the right hand down. Maybe you have it tented on the other side. And I want you to play around a little bit here. Again, listening to your body. Bring your chin down. So it's kind of going toward that left shoulder. And then inhaling, coming back up. Always being gentle with your own body. One more time, exhale, coming down. Inhale up. And now bring your hands back to your knees. Roll the chin down to the center of your chest. And inhale, coming back up to center. Coming to the other side, left ear down to the left shoulder. Always option to stay here. Bring the right hand, tent onto the leg, or more intense, tent behind the leg. Left hand can go on top of the head, just above the ear here, pressing down. Our body tells us messages all the time by pain, by fatigue, stiffness, and we sometimes don't listen. So tune in to see what your body is trying to tell you today. Every time we exhale, we go a little bit deeper into a pose. We release. Now bringing the left hand either down to your leg or tent in behind your left leg. And just play around here, just bringing the chin down. Nice and slow, always gentle with the neck. Inhale, maybe you come up past center. Exhale, coming down. Inhale up. And now this time, roll the chin down, coming into center. Bringing the hands back to the legs. Inhale, if it feels comfortable, bring your chin all the way up to the ceiling. And exhale back to center. Now just look over your right shoulder. So looking over, maybe that chin is going past the right shoulder. And as you inhale, come back to center with your next exhale going over that left shoulder. Coming back to center. We're going to be going forward here for a stretch. So if you have a block, you may want to have a block in front of you in any position. And again, always option to move the legs in whatever movement it feels good. So just start walking your hands out. And maybe you feel it right here. Listen to where you are. Every body is different. If it feels good, you can bring your hands onto a block in front of you, or maybe you just start walking your hands out. We're not in competition with anyone here. Just continue to breathe. As you inhale, lengthen through the spine. And then as you exhale, go deeper into this release. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, release. One more breath here. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, hold. And now just lightly, just start walking your hands back up for wherever you are. We're going to bend the knees here. So just bring your hands underneath the back of your thighs to help bring your legs up. And they're just a little bit more than hip distance here. Your hands are behind you. And just go side to side with your knees. So just rocking back and forth here. Then we're going to be stopping on the right side. So both knees are on the right side. We want to have that left knee in the sole of the foot of the right foot. So a couple different options here. Option one, we're going to take that left hand onto the side, the left side, and almost like we're in a meditation. Look at your hand as it sweeps in front. And then as you inhale, reach it up, arch your chest, and the hand goes back, opening up the heart. As you exhale, gaze is at that hand, and you come down and around. You can stay there 2 more times here, or you can lift the hips. Inhale, lift your hips up, gaze goes back, hand goes back. Exhale, lowering down. Again, gaze is looking at those left fingers. Last time, make this as big as your body wants to take it. Gaze goes up. And exhale, bringing it back down to center. Bring both hands behind you, coming into bound angle. So bring your feet together, the soles of the feet are together. Adjust wherever feels good. Maybe you're still on your blanket. So your hands can be on your feet here. Inhale, spine is straight. And you can just stay right here and curl your back. Option 2, you can walk your hands out. Another option to use the block, hold where it feels good. And on every inhale, again, we're lengthening. And on every exhale, we're just sinking down a little bit more. 2 more breaths here. Inhale to lengthen. And exhale, sink down. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. And just walk your hands up wherever you are. Now bring the feet out again, a little bit more than hip distance, spine is straight, and just have fun here going side to side, loosening up our body. And then we're gonna end up with our knees both on the left side. So that right knee is in the sole of the left foot. And adjust your body so it works for you. Everybody is so unique, so that's okay. And again, option 1, the right hand is gonna be onto your right side, and we're gonna sweep it in front of you, and then look up. Maybe the hand goes back, so we're arching the chest. And then exhale, the hand goes down towards your left and comes all the way over to your right. 2 more times here, options to lift the hips. Inhale, lift the hips up. Hips go towards the front of the room, gaze goes behind you. Exhale, lowering down. Keep your gaze at your fingers. Last time, as big as you can make this arch, open up the heart. Receive all that's good to you. And lowering down in front of you here. And now bring your feet together. We're just going to take a couple seconds to love ourselves. So bring your thumbs into the soles of your feet. I'm actually wearing leg warmers today, so I have to do that. And just do a little massage here. And then bringing it up to the ball mount of your foot, into your big toes. We're flowing today, and we are loving ourselves. This is something that I like to do before bed. I do coconut oil and lavender. My sister Sue does this every night too, and it's just a great way to end the night. So I invite you to finish this job later on. And now coming into onto our knees. So just cross your ankles here and just stand onto your knees. Now you can use this blanket to put your knees on if you have sore knees, or you can just put the blanket aside of you. If you are at home on hardwood floors, you may want to have the blanket. We're going to be coming into a gate pose. So you may want to have a block on your right side or your Lysol container. Bring your left leg out. It can be bent, it can be straight. Just be kind to it to see what feels good in your body. Inhale the hands up. And now bring your left hand down towards your left leg and reach the right arm up and over. And the right arm can go down to a block or to the ground. Left arm goes over it again. Inhale, flowing here, and just go at your own breath. Maybe you want to close your eyes here, see what feels good. Also for blocks, I sometimes suggest, cans, big cans of food. One other time somebody used paper towels. And one last set here, reaching over. And then as you come up, bring your hands onto your hips and bend that left leg in. We're going to be coming into camel pose before we go to the other side. So in camel pose, bring your hands almost like you're wearing jean pockets, and you're putting those hands into your pockets. Inhale, and then exhale, push your hips forward and your gaze goes up towards the ceiling. Be nice and gentle here. Continue to breathe. And then exhale, come and take a seat onto your heels. Take a breath here. When I think of mindfulness, I always think about the simple beauties in life. So today, to feel the sun in your face taste your food, really be in that present moment. Coming up to the other side now, come back onto your knees, hands on your hips, and the right leg goes out to the side. If you are using a block, the block is going to be on your left-hand side. Always modify poses so it works for you. Inhale up. Exhale, right hand down to your leg, left hand up and over, reaching that hand as far as you can. And then floating to the other side, left hand down to the ground or to the block. Feeling that stretch from the toes to the fingers. Go with your own breath as you inhale. Oh, you all look beautiful. Great job. You don't have to listen to my speed. Just feel the movement. Let the breath and the inhale lift you up. And then as we exhale, the hands come down to the ground, to the block. One more time here, making this as big, as full of expression as you can make. And then coming back down here. And when you come up, just bring your hands onto your hips. Bring the other knee in. We're going to be coming into a tabletop pose next. So just going forward, having your hands here. Again, you always can have that blanket or the towel underneath your knees, or if you have sore knees, you can always double up your mat. So whatever feels good in your body. Yoga is for everybody. We just have to sometimes make some adjustments. So the fingers are spread nice and wide, almost like we're in like a nice beachy sand here. And we have the toes on the ground. So really press those toenails into the ground. Belly button is going up towards the spine, coming into cat and cow. Inhale, neutral spine. And exhale for cat. Push your mat away from you. Push the hands and the feet in. And inhale for cow pose. Belly dips down, chest comes up, bottom comes up, gaze is towards the ceiling. 2 more times here. Exhale for cat. Nice big expression. Inhale for cow pose. Gaze comes up, belly dips down. Exhale for cat. Bring your belly button towards your spine here. Reach the spine towards the sky. Last time here. Inhale for cow pose. Chest comes up. And then coming back to a neutral spine here. And coming into kind of a funny exercise here. I call it fire hydrant, and you will understand why when I show you. Think of what a dog does when they go to a fire hydrant. So lift your left leg up. I'm just going to show it to the side too here, so you can see. We're just going to keep it bent and then bring it down. So inhale, lift the left leg up and down. Just 3 more times. Inhale and down. 2 and 1. Coming back down. Now keep that left leg out and just bring the toes onto your mat and just make some movement here, some range of motion with your ankle, with your toes. Float it one way and then the other direction. We're coming into a spinal balance, and lots of options here for spinal balance. Lift that left leg up and just lower the left hip down. You can stay here the entire time. If you want more, inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose, cat your back. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. If you want to take it advanced, reach your right arm out as well. Option again, staying right here. Or knee and elbow together, cat the back. We're just here, one more. Lengthen on the inhales. And exhale, last one, crunch it here. Inhale to lengthen. Bring your knee and your hand down, coming into extended child's pose. So bring your knees out wide, maybe as far as your mat. Big toes together. Hips go down to the heels, and then reach your hands out in front. Option to have a block underneath your head. You can be on your blanket. And maybe if your forehead is down on a block of the ground, you can just roll it side to side here. And every inhale, walk your hands a little bit closer towards the front of your mat. And now walk your hands over to the right side. Maybe your hands are on top of each other or next to each other. Really stretching through that left side body here. Keep your left hip grounded. Inhale back to center. And exhale over to the left side. Hands again can be side by side or one on top of each other. Really stretching through that right side body. And coming back to center. Inhale, coming up onto all fours. Now coming onto the other side. So we're going to start with that fire hydrant just 5 times. Inhale, lift that right leg up and down. Beautiful. Up and down. We're here for 3 and 2 and 1. Advance, keep the knee up and just put your foot down on the ground. Again, just find some movements here, stretching out the toes, your ankle, your calf. See what feels good for you. You always have the option to stay here and just play a little bit more. If you would like the challenge of the spinal balance, bring the right foot up. Right heel or right hip is coming down. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, knee towards the nose, crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Adding on for advanced. Inhale, left hand also comes out to lengthen. Exhale, crunch. We're only here for 2 times today. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, crunch. Last one. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, coming down. Coming into our child's pose again. Coming out as wide as you can. Big toes to touch. Hips go back. And just reach forward. Just breathe here. Connect back with your breath. Listen to that oceanic sound of your breath. Come back to your intention for class. And then inhale, coming back up into a tabletop pose. Coming into our first down dog of the class. So curl your toes under and lift your hips up towards the sky. You can keep your knees bent as much as needed. Fingers are spread wide, about shoulder distance. Pressing down with the L's of your hands. And then lift your hips up towards the sky. Belly button is going up towards that spine. The heels don't need to be grounded. We're just guiding them that way. And then just start walking the dog. Do a nice deep bend in the left leg. And then a nice deep bend in the left, or vice versa. And just keep going. See how that feels. One more breath here. And now inhale, look at the top of the mat and walk your feet up. Nice deep bend here. The feet are about hip distance apart or a little bit more, so when you make 2 fists, you can easily have them here. Your hands can be coming down in front of you, or you can be on a block. You also have the option of taking your hands into each elbow and just swinging side to side. Again, we're not straightening the legs here. They're having a bend. We're lengthening through the spine. And there's nothing happening with our neck or our head, so you can shake your head yes and no. We're just letting it go. You have to carry this heavy head all day. Let's give it a break. And for those of you that chose to grab your elbows with your hands, just go the opposite grip in the opposite direction. Maybe you're doing figure eights. Maybe you're just swaying side to side. Whatever feels good here. Option for a twist is next. So you can stay here, or for a twist, bring your right hand either on the ground, on a block, or on your left ankle, or anywhere in your left leg. Have as big as of a bend as you can take in your right leg. And then inhale the left hand up, and maybe your gaze goes up towards that left hand. As you inhale, bring the top of your head closer towards the front of your room. And as you exhale, maybe your hand goes back a little bit further. One more breath here. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale and twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, release the left hand down. Coming onto the other side, nice deep bend in the left leg. Your left hand is on a block or anywhere on your right leg. As you inhale, bring that right hand up. Exhale and twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to twist. Release those toxins from our body. Inhale to lengthen. And on the exhale, release down. We're going to come up nice and slow here, one vertebra at a time for a count of 8. So just nice and slow, bend your knees, engage the hamstrings. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. You want to take a drink before we do our standing poses. Feel free to do that. We're going to be flowing here today. Bring your hands to your sides. So for mountain pose, we are grounding down on all 4 corners of our feet. Lift up on your kneecaps. You'll notice that engages the quads. Bring the pelvic under, belly button again towards the spine. Shoulders, inhale them up. Exhale, relax them back. Fingers are spread wide. Mountain pose, nice and sturdy here. Inhale, bring the arms up. If you would like to engage the arms more, bring the fingers in, the pinkies towards each other. Inhale up. Exhale, we're doing gold post twist to the right. So gold post the arms. Twist your body to the right. Keep that right hip forward as much as you can here. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, twist towards the left. That left hip is going to want to come back. So just do what feels good for you. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge of the hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Straight spine here. So we're pressing against the lower shins or the upper leg here. Belly button to the spine. One long line. Exhale. Hands come down and we're coming into a modified plank. So the feet are out, knees are on the ground. Advanced, you can have your feet or your knees off the ground. Now lower all the way down to the ground. We're going to prepare for cobra pose. Flip the toes. Press those feet, the top of the feet, firmly into your mat so that your knees are off the ground. Hands are underneath your shoulders. And inhale, lift your chest up. We're going to be here for 2 breaths. If you have any movement in your hands, press the heel of the hands towards your knees. Exhale, coming into crocodile. Put one hand on top of the other. Place your forehead on your hands. Big toes together, the heels flap out. Belly down, Savasana. Breathe here. Option to bend your knees and windshield wiper a little bit. Now bring the feet back down, your hands underneath your shoulders, coming into a tabletop pose. Curl the toes, coming back into a downward facing dog. Inhale and exhale. Now look at the top of the mat and send the feet forward. Feet are hip distance apart. And again, roll up for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, mountain pose. Exhale, coming into that gold post twist to the right. Inhale up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale up. Bring your palms together. and exhale to heart center. We're going to be coming into a crane balancing and pose and tree pose. So you have an option to bring your left hand against a wall here. You can also use a block. So lots of different options here. So left hand is on a wall, or we're going to have both hands on your hips. Ground down with the left foot. You can have a block right here if you want, and that right foot is just going to tap onto it. Or you can bring that right leg all the way up. So it's just at a 90-degree angle, the foot is flexed. Advanced if you would like to take it more. Again, that left hand can be on the wall. The right hand is going to go on the inside of the right leg. Maybe it just comes out to the side. Engage the core here for balance. Bring your drishti to something. That means that you're staring at something that's not moving. Now bring the hand to the outside, bring it forward. Option to straighten that leg and then bring it down. And just go side to side here. Great job, everybody. I just want to see like thumbs up or thumbs down. How'd it go? All right, I'm seeing some thumbs ups. Okay, that's good. All right, coming on to the other side. So this time if you're up against a wall, the right hand is going to be up against the wall. If you want to use a block, the block is going to go in between your legs. So ground down with the right leg. The left foot can be either on the block or just coming back up. Foot is flexed 90 degrees. You can keep the hand against the wall. You can bring your hands to your waist. Or if you like, the left hand is going to go on the inside of that left leg. And we're just lightly guiding it out to the side. Engage that whole core area here for balance. And then on the outside, bringing it forward. And now bring the legs straight if that feels good. And then coming down. Again, just wiggle it out. We can do a little dancing, twist and shout. We're going to be coming into tree pose next. So same options. Block can be between your legs. Your left hand can be on the left wall. Your right hand can be on the waist or both hands on the waist to start. The right toes are going to kickstand on the outside of the block. You can stay here, knee to the side. You can bring the toes onto your block. Or maybe you don't want to use a block today. Maybe your hands to the side. Your foot can be anywhere on your leg except for your knee. So it can be on your ankle, your shin. But if you have it on your knee, that's a really tender area to push against, or advanced all the way up. So the foot is pressing against the leg, and the leg is pressing against the foot. If you would like to play around with the hands, maybe you bring them to heart center. Maybe we want to have some expression with our branches. Maybe there's snow melting off your branches today. We've had such big winds. You can have lots of windy trees or a nice calm wind, whatever it is. And if you fall, it's all good. That means our body is learning. So just play around here. Maybe you bring your gaze up. Advanced, close your eyes. And now wherever you are, bring your palms together. Bring it back to heart center. Knee comes forward. Option to straighten that leg and come back down. Beautiful. Again, twist and shout a little bit here. Coming on to the other side, right hand against the wall. If you want to use a block, block comes between the feet. Grounding down with the right foot, left toes are on the ground. And what happens with the block, what I like about the block is that it's helping to open up my hip even more and my knee up to the side. So if you're like, oh, I don't need a block, I'm advanced, just give it a try. Or you can have it at your ankle, anywhere here, or all the way up. Whatever speaks to you for today. And maybe play around, like notice what happens when you engage your core and then you don't. Notice what happens when you look at something and then you look away. There's a big difference in your balance. And again, whatever you would like for your expression, maybe you open up your chest and look up. You can sway your branches to one side, then the other side. Maybe it's a soft wind. Maybe there's a tornado going on. You know, wherever you are, bring your palms together. Exhale your hands to heart center. Bring your knee forward. Maybe you straighten that leg, and then you bring it back down. And just wiggle out a little bit here. Now bring your hands to your waist, and we're going to come into a wide-legged forward fold. So the feet are parallel here. You have an option of bringing your block in front of you. As you inhale, and then exhale, lean forward, hinge forward. Hand can be on the block in any direction, or maybe your hands touch your legs or the ground. And just hang nice and heavy here. Put all your pressure onto your ball mount and your toes, and that helps keeps your hips over the toes, over the legs here. And just breathe here. You have some free time here. Maybe you want to walk from one side, going to the right side or the left side, getting a hamstring stretch. And maybe walk to the other side. For me, it's my left side that I'm going to now. And then coming back to center. So we're going to engage our core here. Hands can be on the hips or out to a T. And inhale, stand up. Beautiful here. Coming into star pose. Bring the toes out, heels in. Palms are up towards the sky. Exhale to horse pose and hold here. Hands to heart center. And just wiggle around from side to side. Go as low as it feels good to you. You can stay here or bring your hands to the inner thighs for a twist. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, bring your left shoulder down. Inhale up. Exhale, right shoulder down. Inhale up. One more set. Left shoulder down. Inhale up. Last one. Inhale, star pose. Exhale, last horse. Inhale, star pose. Bring your hands to your hips and just bring your legs in to be hip distance. Inhale up. Bring your palms together and exhale to forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, straight spine. And exhale, bring your hands down, coming into that modified plank pose. So feet are back, knees can be on the ground or off, and then come all the way down to the ground. Last cobra here. So flip the toes here, hands underneath the shoulders, and together, inhale, lift the chest up. The heels of the hands can press backwards so you go up farther. One more breath. Exhale the crocodile. Palms are in front of you, stacked. Forehead on the hands. Heels are open. Big toes together, and just breathe here. And maybe you just wiggle your hips side to side, loosening up the body. Kind of like a little booty shake we got going on here. And just breathe in this belly down Shavasana. And now inhale, coming up to tabletop pose. And come to your right or your left hip. Swing your legs forward for staff pose. So your feet are flexed. This is one that if you have a strap, you can use a strap here. But inhale, bring your hands up. And then exhale, fold over. Maybe your hands are on your legs. Maybe they reach your feet. If you have a strap, you can have the strap around here. But just walk it through. You don't have to have straight legs here. Maybe bend one leg, then the other. For advanced, maybe you cross at your wrists and grab your feet this way. Just here for one more breath. And just release coming out of it here. We're going to be coming down onto our backs now. So if it feels good in your back, bring your hands out in front of you, palms are up, and then lower all the way down to the ground. Coming into happy baby pose. So bring your knees up, and your hands can go in the inner thighs, your shins, or maybe even into the soles of the feet. Press your knees down to the ground. Your lower back is grounded. Your tailbone is grounded. This is actually dead bug. So we want to go into happy baby. We all need a smile on our face, and then we rock from side to side. In advance, maybe you play around with straightening one leg and bending one. This is supposed to be a feel-good pose. So do what feels good for your unique body. And now release the left leg long, right knee is bent. Hands are interlaced around your right shin and squeeze that right knee into that right shoulder. Advanced, you can keep the left leg up off the ground and flex the foot. Coming into a supine twist, bring your right hand out to a T. Inhale the spine to lengthen, and then exhale, take that left hand and put the right leg up and over. You can use your block, your towel on the other side. Your right knee does not need to be touching the ground. Your gaze can be straight, or if it feels comfortable, maybe it's over that right hand. The shoulders are grounded. It's more important for the shoulders to be grounded than the knee to be touching the ground. And how can you surrender here? Let gravity do its work. You're done doing any work for the day. Inhale, coming back up to center. Elongate that right leg. And now time to bring the left knee in. Wrap your hands around that left shin, squeezing that left knee in. If you can, away from the rib cage. So you're almost like in your armpit here. And the left arm is going out to a T. Inhale to lengthen. And then exhale, the left leg is going up and over. Again, you can have a blanket, a block, or the knee can just be hanging here. The gaze is out over the left hand if that feels comfortable in your body. Find the beauty and the simplicity here of just surrendering, not doing anything. I think one of the silver linings of the quarantine is that we're all seeing the joy and the love and the simple pleasures of life, even more so than ever. And then inhale, bring your knees up, coming into a tight little ball. So your hands are wrapped around the shins. And if it feels good, maybe your chin goes to your chest and then your knee goes towards your nose. Take the biggest squeeze and the biggest inhale of class. And then exhale, Savasana. Bring your feet out to the sides, hands out to your sides, and just bring a little bit more to your chest. So roll your shoulders under. We're opening up the heart today, nice and gently. The feet are flapped open, and just be. Shavasana is known as the hardest pose of yoga because we're not just stilling the body, we are stilling the mind. So as we started class, I'm going to do a little body scan, starting from the feet up to the head this time. So just send your breath down to your toes, to your feet, your ankles. Maybe you even feel a little tingling sensation when you bring your attention to these body parts. Relaxing your calves and your shins. Sending love to your knees. Relaxing your hamstrings and your quads. Relaxing your hips and your pelvis. Your stomach and your chest. Your lower back and your upper back. Relax your arms, your elbows, your forearms, your hands, your fingers. And with the shoulders, again, just feel that there is ice there and it's just melting away, just as we are in spring and we're seeing that melting of the ice. Relax your neck. Relax your chin and your jaw. Just slightly open your mouth to help the jaw relax. Relax the ears and your cheeks and your eyes. Relax the forehead and the space between your brows. Relax your entire head. Mindfulness is there for you at any time you need it. Anxiety sits in the future. Depression sits in the past. And during this time of quarantine and worry, a lot of us are going into the future. And when you feel that coming, just come back to your breath. Come back to that present moment of mindfulness where happiness and joy and peace is always there for you. Your mind starts to wander. There's no judgment. There's nothing wrong with you. It's okay. Just bring it back to your breath. You can stay in Savasana for as long as it serves you. If you'd like to be guided out, just start wiggling the toes and wiggling your fingers. Move your chin to your right shoulder and to your left shoulder. Come into a nice big stretch by bringing your hands overhead. And inhale from the feet to your fingers. Open mouth, exhale. One more time, just like that. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, open mouth. Now bring your knees up to your chest. Come into a fetal position either on your right or your left side. Use your arm as a pillow. And shower yourself with gratitude that you showed up today to be the best person that you can be. You are enough, and you do enough, and you know enough. And then gently making your way up into an easy seated pose just as we started class. Whatever way feels best and whatever legs that you want to have here. Maybe your hands onto your knees. And together, inhale the palms up. Bring the palms together and exhale the thumbs to your forehead to remind us of kind and loving thoughts. Lower the thumbs to the mouth to remind us of kind and loving words to others. And lower the thumbs to our heart that we may always see love in each other and in ourselves. The light and the teacher and the student in me respects and honors the light and the teacher and student in each one of you. I believe we are one and we're just here to help each other out, to serve each other. And I thank you so much for letting me guide you today. And I'm so grateful that you all showed up, whether you're watching live or recorded. Wishing you an amazing, amazing day. And we close the class with a bow. And together we say, Namaste. I'm going to unmute everybody here.